Craig McRae has gone on another date with a player. This time it's James Rowbottom from the Sydney Swans. Let's talk about it. So the trade period takes a bit of a step back during the weekend, but we still get news left, right, and center. There's just no deals or anything like that. Today, just like not even an hour ago, Mitch Cleary tweeted this down below that Craig McRae himself called up James Rowbottom from the Swans to see if he would want to come back to Melbourne. Now, this is incredible. This has G'd me up a lot, and we're going to go through the ins and outs, the complexities, and all this sort of stuff. But I just want to say that James Rowbottom is one of my favourite non-Collingwood players, like especially from the Swans. Just the way he goes about it, that in and under style. This is very much in like the same sort of stratosphere as Luke Ball as that, mid to the club, Tom Mitchell as that mid to the club, Goulden and Heaney, Warner even don't get to do what they do without Robottom in and underneath the packs. Now, Robottom had 8th most tackles per game this season and 7th total tackles this season as well. He's averaging between 4 to 6 clearances a game, which is not too bad of a number, but he is that in and under player. I do have to reiterate the fact that Ned Long isn't that in and under player, I don't feel. He's more of a... how can I say it? Ned Long is more of a defensive mid as opposed to an inside mid. And I don't have to tell you this because you know that. So we need someone in and under the packs like Tom Mitchell used to do, right? James Rowbottom is that guy. But how the hell do we get him to the team?
Hassling now, McDonald turns up. This is better play. Those sort of things are going to happen. Picked up by Rowbottom, left foot snap, goal! Sydney back in at 17 down.
Heads of the ruckman, Boak, Amati. Couldn't get an effective kick. What Drew was clean. Boak bought himself some time. Florin arrived. Couldn't lay the tackle on McEntee, but no problem because Rowbottom did.
What's the big man going to do? Goes to Rowbottom, and his snap seals the game.
Now, I did see on Twitter that James Rowbottom is open to coming home and exploring his options. Now, Sydney are wanting Curnow. We know that Geelong offered Carlton 3 first-rounders for Curnow. They're currently not taking that deal. So Sydney, getting their chest up, puffing their chest out. They've asked Florent to look for opportunities elsewhere. So Florent could be a part of the deal that gets Curnow to Sydney, but Rowbottom, his name has been linked there as well. So it's probably not looking likely, but if Rowbottom does go anywhere, you're probably leaning towards more Carlton if they are to get Curnow. But remember, we do have 2 future firsts to play with, and we're getting Jack Buller from the Swans as well. Could we somehow package up Buller, Rowbottom for a future first, a future second, and, get maybe a future second back in return or something like that? Maybe, is there a player that you can add in there that's not getting a lot of games that could maybe get a couple of games at the Swans? Probably not. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but I think this is what we need, and definitely something that we should be looking at as opposed to getting Jai Simpkin from the Roos.
Although Clark without it. Stolen by Rowbottom. Off one step. Made something out of nothing. Swan.
And they do. McLean was a late arriver. Couldn't reel it in. Rowbottom right foot snap, goal.
Set a task. McDonald, Rowbottom found some space and found the major opening.
Now, Jai Simpkin would be a good acquisition. Like Nick Dacos came out and said today that it would be awesome. He's a star player. It would be nice to sort of have him in the team. But the Kangaroos want 2 future firsts or 2 first rounders for Jai Simpkin, right? Like, they know they're not going to get it. They're putting a high price on his head. That's fair enough. I understand that. Collingwood don't want to do that, right? I wouldn't even give 1 future first for Jai Simpkin. Like I keep saying, he's a second rounder at best, or maybe a late first rounder if you can, right? Maybe not. It's just I reckon he's between 25 and 30, but again, he's the captain, so you do put a higher price on his head, but it comes with $1 million price tag. The same sort of vein as Rowbottom, who is contracted for the next couple of years at the Swans. Not sure what sort of money he is on, but if you can pry him out, He fits that. He's 25 years old. He's going to be growing with Nick. And just him and Nick as a 1-2 combo is just a tantalising prospect.
Great spoil, Barris, Adams, Robottom. They need a goal. Not 15, you heard the up. They launch at it again. Jones, hand pass pinched. Robottom needs to kick it. Robottom does. Once again there in support at the back. Left it behind. Lloyd pops a handball. Robottom gets a look. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Swoop.
So the thing that's interesting here is that there's only about 4 days to go when the window opens back up on Monday. So there's not a lot. And we know that there's a lot of curveballs that can get thrown in and around the end. Think of Dan Houston. Think of, I think the Stevenson, the Trelaw, they all went down right to the end. Even Lockie Schultz, from memory, was right at the end as well. So there can be stuff that happens. And his manager, Robottom's manager, has said that his intention is to stay at the club, and that's fair enough, right? That's absolutely fair enough. But Craig McRae is personally calling him. It's not Justin Lepage. It's not Charlie Gardner. It's Craig McRae. Now, if you remember back with Oliver, Craig McRae couldn't get Oliver on the phone. He wasn't taking calls. Robottom answered this call. He didn't even speak. Craig McRae didn't even speak to the manager. He spoke to Robottom himself. That's giving me a little bit of food for thought. You have to sell another premiership dream. You have, Nick Dacos is your main selling point. That's, unfortunately or fortunately, that's what it is. I think, is he going to go for it? I really don't know. I think it all hinges on Curnow coming to the Swans or going to Geelong. If Curnow chooses Geelong, that's awesome for us, right? But if Curnow chooses to go to Sydney, Carlton will be asking for someone like Robottom, someone like Florence. So it's going to be really interesting there. But again, the other curveball is Jack Buller. We still haven't done the Buller trade yet. So what does that mean, man? What does that mean? Can we do a Buller and a Robottom trade? I think we have a pretty good relationship with Sydney as well. We're still bloody paying Brodie Grundy's salary. I think 2026 is the last year we pay his salary. So we still got a good relationship with them. Do they want to help us out? Do they not want to help us out? Where do I have this at gets done, doesn't get done to get done? I reckon this is probably about a 60% chance just because of the fact that Craig McRae called him up and not his manager. So that's really sitting pretty well with me. But let me know your thoughts down below. I just think Robottom would be the guy that we need over Jai Simpkin. If Jai Simpkin comes to the club at, a decent pick, of course I would love him. I love every player that plays for Collingwood. But I think right here, right now, it would be Robottom over Simpkin. But let me know your thoughts down below. Until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets. And until next time, double shackers, I'll swoop you later.